News for you. Right, it's actually good news. Some time ago, I said I'd find some details about the space stuff. So, and I've got quite a lot of different information here for you. Right, first thing is it's very exciting. So, forget about what else is going on in the world. Just sit with me for a minute. Right, very exciting. First one is Artemis. Now, this is Artemis 1. This is from NASA. Now, this rocket is going to be taken off tomorrow. 8:33, I think it is Western time, Eastern time. That's taken off. Now, that rocket is the first one, and this is to do with putting a moon base. Yep, a moon base. It's going to go up, it's going to go around and test the orbiting of this rocket to see if everything works correctly. I don't think this one's manned at present. It will be with 4 people in manned. This is Artemis 1. Artemis 2 will be transporting stuff to build a moon base, and Artemis 3 will be with humanity on the moon. So this is not since 1969, the 60s and 70s, can we start getting excited about man going into space again. At the same time, China has China, the one with the drought, big drought, they've actually launched their biggest rocket so far. This is a heavy rocket, this one, compared to everyone else's. This is so it can transport goods into space. Now, as I've said already, they're also looking at space stations and further. They're on the dark side of the moon and everywhere. So, it's keeping up to what's going on. So their heavy rocket, they've actually going to be firing that one and fired one off already to actually test that works okay. So that means that they're going to be going to space as well. So it's going to get a bit busy up there at the moment. We'll have to have space police, something like that. Not space police, not spaced police. That's somewhere else. Right, so that's those two going on, and as well, it's that much I've had to wrote it down. Right, Starlink, that went up as well. That's been up this week. That's gone and launched another load of little satellites up there. I remember as a kid them saying that there was 22,000 pieces of space junk up there. So how many there is up there, I don't know at the moment. So it's getting a bit cluttered. I think they're sending some probes up to actually clean the clutter up from around the world. So that's actually gone up. Starlink's gone up there. I've also looked into Starlink, how it works. Starlink, it's got a little. It's like a satellite dish, but it's flat. You don't angle it; it's flat. And basically, the beams come up like that, and then they cross over because there's so many of these parallel things working on this little plate. So it'd be a lot better signal than all the ones up there already, the terrestrial stuff and everything. Right, so that's that one. And then SpaceX. Now, I don't know if you saw this. SpaceX had a problem with their booster going bang. I did tell you about it. So again, they've tested that again. That's okay. So that one's working all right. So they're starting to they're repairing stuff at the moment for the next trial. Because when that went bang, it exploded on the actual launch site. So it's burnt everything. So they've had to strip everything down, repolish it, and get it repainted. So that's nearly ready as well. So that one's going to be back in action. And the next one is going to be on there. It will be ship number 25. So that's actually started to be assembled now. So that one, once the pad's ready, that one will be then moved along. And then we're going to see them really start catching up. Because remember, the NASA rocket is designed to go up there with heavy loads, basically to take up stuff to make places for us to live in space. SpaceX, with their spaceships, are designed to take basically a lot of people up there. That's what they're aiming for. They're going to be taking up like they're going to be the buses of space. So they'll be taking those up. At the moment, obviously, SpaceX, they've got Starlink and everything else going up, so they're busy anyway. And that gives them sort of like the head on everybody else because they're launching more than everybody else. But the Chinese are busy. They're trying to get everything up there running quick. I'm sure they're going to be going straight for a moon base, to be quite honest. I can see them actually beating NASA with Artemis, with the Artemis project, because that's just how they are. They just want to get ahead of everybody now. Right, so that is... Interestingly, though, on the Artemis, I've got to say this, I'm going to get vilified for it, but one of the guys who came on to the head of something, if you go onto the Artemis program, you'll see it straight away. He actually looks like Scotty of Star Trek. I'm sorry I shouldn't say it, but I mustn't be the only one thinking that. It does look like Scotty off Star Trek. And then he was the first guy, then you start looking at the rest, and as they're coming up, you're going, oh, is that Uhura? Is that Spock? Do you know what I mean? You start trying to say, are those characters from it? So, yeah, quite funny. Play that game. It's quite interesting, because some of them do look similar, or you can see little similarities, little tweaks. All right, so that's everything. So it's good news for space. So, to be quite honest, I'm actually quite happy to be giving you good news for a change, rather than with the news which is like always bad. So, yeah, it's good news from the space programs all around the world, really. So, congratulations. Not going to go into the rest of it anyway. So, it's a lovely Sunday afternoon here. So, have a lovely day. It's sunny here as well, so it's quite nice. So, and I'll catch everyone later on. Ta-ta.